How's it going, guys? It's Red, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys a super tanky Doc melee build that you guys could be using right now in Back 4 Blood. Now, with this build, you guys should be able to easily get through Recruit and Veteran, and this build can even be taken into Nightmare. But before we get into that, if you're new here to the channel, make sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe for more awesome Back 4 Blood content just like this. Also, make sure to check out the link to my Discord server. It's going to be down in the description below. You guys can use it to find teammates to play Back 4 Blood with, so if you guys are in some dire need of teammates, make sure to come check out the Discord server. And without further ado, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, so here we are in the deck building menu in Back 4 Blood. This is going to be the complete deck list, so if you guys are just looking to copy and paste the deck, now is your time to do so. But for the remainder of this video, I'm just going to be talking about why every card is where it is, and just what role every card plays in the deck, and just everything like that. Now, the objective of this deck is actually really unique because, I mean, we're playing cards like Meth Head, Adrenaline Fueled, so, I mean, you're just kind of automatically guessing that we're just like a Holly melee build, but, I mean, that's actually incorrect. We're playing Doc with this build because with the most recent update, Battle Lust is now going to be affected by healing efficiency, and Doc has healing efficiency as her, passive ability, so this means with Battle Lust, we're going to be gaining more than 2 health every single time we kill a zombie. Now, number 1 is going to be Meth Head, which gives us plus 40% melee attack speed, 30% melee stamina efficiency, and our melee attacks are no longer going to stick in tough enemies, but it disables our aim down sights. So I mean, right away with the disabler, this card kind of locks us into being like a melee build, unfortunately, but I mean, you have to play this card because this is just like the best melee card in the entire game. It does, basically everything you want except give you more damage. It makes you swing faster and swing longer, and it makes sure that all of your swings are going to be clean, none of them are going to stick. It's just a very good card for melee decks. Now, number 2 is going to be Adrenaline Fueled, which says when we kill an enemy, we gain 7 stamina over 7 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Now, with our deck being based around melee, obviously our stamina bar is really important, and we need a card that is going to be efficiently and consistently fueling us stamina as much as humanly possible, and that's what Adrenaline Fueled is going to do. As long as we're killing stuff, we're going to be gaining stamina. I mean, at the end of the day, that's the only time we need stamina. We don't really need stamina when we're looting around, you know what I mean? We only need the stamina when we're killing stuff. Now, at number 3, we have Amped Up, which says when a horde is triggered, your team gains 25 temporary health. Now, this is like one of, if not the best card in the entire game right now, because for starters, this stacks. So if you have 2 people using this, you get 50 temp health all the way up to 4 people and getting 100 temp health. And temp health in and of itself is really broken because you can't accrue trauma damage while you have temporary health, and temporary health goes over top of your trauma damage. And with us being like, a Battle Lust healing our actual health deck, I mean, basically never accruing any trauma is obviously going to be really good. And there's just so many ways to trigger hordes in Back 4 Blood. I mean, there's like the sleeper hordes, the bird hordes, the snitch hordes, and I mean, there's just so many more. And you can essentially just start calling hordes on command. And I mean, you're just going to be getting insane amounts of health every single time. Now, number 4 is going to be Money Grubbers, which says each time our team loots copper, we gain 3 additional copper, stacking up to 75 additional copper. Now, the reason that this is in the deck is because this is still by far and away just the best copper card in the entire game, even though Compound Interest just got a buff with the newest update. Money Grubbers is still better than that card, and I mean, just play this card and all of your financial copper problems are just going to go away for the rest of the campaign. Now, number 5 is going to be Berserker, which says we gain 10% melee damage, 10% melee speed, and 5% move speed for each melee kill in the last 4 seconds. Now, the reason that this is so far high up in the deck is because I wanted a card that gave us melee damage, but I still wanted something that would make us swing faster because, I mean, most of the time we're just going to be using the regular bat for a long time until we find another melee weapon. And I mean, that's just something you kind of got to take into account. And with the baseball bat specifically, I like when I can swing really fast. And I mean, with some weapons, not so much, but I mean, you kind of got to plan for what you're going to get. And I wanted a card that was going to give us damage because we don't have anything that gives us damage so far, and that's going to make it, take forever to kill Special Infected and make it so we can't even challenge things like Tall Boys and Crushers without either a teammate or losing a bunch of health in the process. So number 6 and 7 are actually going to be like, like a combo card duo. They go hand in hand. Number 6 is going to be Battle Lust, and number 7 is going to be EMT Bag. Now, Battle Lust says melee kills heal 2 health, and EMT Bag says we get plus 50% healing efficiency. Now, the reason that these two go hand in hand with each other is because with the newest update, Battle Lust now gets affected by healing efficiency. So if, you have healing efficiency, you're going to start gaining more than 2 health every time you kill something with Battle Lust. And I mean, you just combine all of this health you're going to gain with the ramped up health and the fact that, I mean, as long as you play correctly, you're never going to accrue trauma damage. You're basically just always going to be sitting at max health with this build. Now, number 8 is going to be Batter Up, which gives us plus 40% melee damage and plus 5 health. This is simply in here just because Berserker isn't enough on its own damage-wise, you know, just to solo the entire deck. So, I mean, we want to play a couple other cards that are, you know, just going to give us damage to make sure we can challenge things like Tall Boys when we need to. Because, like, I've noticed as the melee player, it's really, really good for your team. If you can see a Bruiser or, like, a Crusher, anything like that, and just one-on-one ego challenge them and, you know, get out unscathed, that's really, really good for your team because stuff like that can obviously clear a problem. Now, number 9 is going to be Rhythmic Breathing, which gives us plus 40% stamina. Now, the reason that this card is in the deck is basically the exact same reason that Batter Up is in the deck. I don't feel like Adrenaline Field is enough on its own with us being like a melee deck and our entire deck being based on our stamina bar. This just seems like an easy auto-include. This is like, you know, putting extended mags on our guns or giving us a bigger stockpile. However you want to look at it, stamina is just where we need to be. Now, number 10 is going to be Brazen, which gives us plus 20% stamina efficiency and plus 30% melee attack speed with minus 5% damage resistance as the downside. Now, the reason that this is all the way down here is because this is just a worse Meth Head, but like I was saying earlier, Meth Head's like the best melee card in the game, so that inherently makes this card really, really good, but it's just more important to get all these different effects online first before you just focus on making your Meth Head effect even more potent. Now, number 11 and 12 are actually going to serve the same purpose, number 11 being Motorcycle Helmet and number 12 being Face Your Fears. Now, Motorcycle Helmet's going to give us plus 15% damage resistance, plus 10 health, but it disables our aim downsides, but Meth Head already does that, so that's really not that big of a deal. And Face Your Fears says we gain 2 temp health whenever we kill a Ridden within 2.5 meters, essentially saying whenever we melee Ridden, we get 2 temp health. Now, the reason that both of these are in the deck is because we are a very tanky melee build. Like I was saying in the beginning of the video, we are going to be able to just tank everything on the planet. We are essentially never going to die unless we just play very, very, very wrong. Because at this point we have 15% damage resistance, we have more health, which is going to make Battle Lust even better. We're healing way more than 2 health every single time we get a kill, and that's just regular health. We're getting 25 temp health every single time we kill something. We're moving faster, doing more damage every time we kill stuff. We're getting temp health every time we kill stuff. Everything is just going to make it so we don't die. Now, number 13 is going to be Slugger, which gives us plus 5 health, plus 10% melee stamina efficiency, and plus 20% melee attack speed. Now, this is essentially just a worse Brazen, but the reason I put this card in the deck entirely, essentially, is because of the plus 5 health and the fact that it's just going to sync up with Battle Lust and make it just that much better. Because, I mean, in a way, swinging faster and swinging more efficiently is like the same as doing more damage, because if you can swing 2 times in the same amount of time, you can usually swing 1. I mean, that's obviously like having double damage. So, I mean, when you look at it that way, this is kind of in a way like a, you know, one of your last damage cards. Now, number 14 is going to be Heavy Hitter, which says melee hits against weak spots deal plus 20 additional stumble damage. Now, the reason that this is in here is almost exclusively for Tall Boys, because, you know, any iteration of the Tall Boy is going to be giving you a lot of problems if you don't know how to hit them in the weak spot. And, I mean, there's just not a lot of damage cards in this deck. Like, you have to play pretty perfectly or get a lot of help from your teammates to be able to ego challenge some Tall Boys. But with Heavy Hitter, that's not going to be a problem. Now, if you feel like you're going to, you know, need to be able to one-on-one Tall Boys earlier in the deck, feel free to, you know, switch out Heavy Hitter for like Batter Up. If you just want to do less overall damage and, you know, just focus your stuff on Special Infected, or if you want to play, I think it's called like Ignore the Pain, something like that, gives you plus 20% melee damage against mutations and all this good stuff if you'd rather play that. But, I mean, I personally think Heavy Hitter is the way to go. And number 15 is going to be Vanguard, which says melee kills grant 1 temp health to you and nearby teammates. So not only is this card going to be making you a little more unkillable, it's going to be making your entire team a little more unkillable as long as you guys are just playing correctly. Well, that's going to do it for the video, guys. Make sure to leave a comment down below telling me any deck changes that you guys would make, and as always, if you happen to enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more awesome Back 4 Blood content just like this. Also, make sure to check out the link to my Discord server. It's going to be down in the description below. You guys can use it to find teammates to play Back 4 Blood with, so if you guys are in some dire need of teammates, make sure to come check out the Discord server. And until next time, it's been Red, and I'll see you guys in the next video.